Radio from Garrow.
There now follows the first of 4 Whooverville 6 interviews. This one is with Sinead Michael, Lauren Wilson, Daniel and David Beck. These interviews are available from the Doctor Who Podcast Alliance. Thanks to Steve for providing us with access to these actors.
Oh, wow, there's so many of you.
Is there a microphone?
I'm like the Doctor Who Podcast Alliance, and we've got some guests. We do interviews, which is what we do. So, please welcome. I'm going to read this because I've got a memory like a pea. Sinead Michael, Lauren Wilson, Daniel and David Beck. And your interviews, Thomas, excellent Who cast. It's Michael from the Little Tin Doggy.
Hello.
And not Ian, Nick.
It's Nick from the Pulpcast.
The what cast?
Pulpcast.
The Pulpcast.
The Pulpcast.
Okay, Thomas, I'm going to hand you the microphone. Enjoy. Thank you.
Right, okay, so we've all got to share one microphone. And goodness knows, watch your feet, please. There are countless technological things around it. Right, so I'm going to ask everybody the same question, just so everybody has a chance to speak first. And how did you get the part?
Okay, hi. I guess I got the part. I went for an audition. I got a call for an audition, and I was very excited about that because I'm a big Doctor Who fan. And then I got a recall, which was even more exciting. And then my mum came in at wet break at school. I was inside, it was raining, so I was drawing a picture, and told me I got a part in Doctor Who. And so I went a bit crazy for about a day. And yeah, that was cool. So that's how I got in Doctor Who.
Did they test your balloon holding skills?
Yes. No, but they did. I did have to be careful to make sure that I kept the balloon in shot, because if you were moving it around a lot, then it would go out of shot and then it would make it look like not me or whatever. So I did have to have it at a certain height all the time. But that was cool. I didn't mind that, so it's okay.
Right, and Sinead, how did you get the part?
Mine was kind of the same. I got an audition for Sarah Jane, and I had known Sarah Jane. I've been watching it in the past, and I absolutely loved it. And then I got back for a recall, and then my mum called me whilst I was in school, and she told me that I got the part from Sarah Jane, and I screamed my head off for a bit. And then, yeah, it just went on from there, really. Yeah.
Did you know that it was a regular part, or did you just think you were up for a part?
I didn't know that it was going to be as important as it was. That makes me sound, but it was. It was Sarah Jane's daughter, but I didn't think it was going to be as big. I thought it was just going to be. I don't know. Yeah, not Sarah Jane's daughter. I don't know.
Right, and then down the end. So, how did you get the part?
Yeah, no, basically we just auditioned with Andy Pryor, got cast in from our agency. So we just turned up and then basically thought we wasn't going to get the part.
So it was with Douglas McKinnon.
It was Andy Pryor and Douglas McKinnon at the audition. Yes, we attended, didn't we? I did the audition, I think it was about 2 weeks later. We got a phone call from our agent basically saying you've got the part. We actually thought we didn't get it, didn't we? It wasn't the best audition, to be fair, that we had had.
One of our worst auditions, yeah.
It's one of our worst auditions. I'm not sure how we got it, to be honest.
Sometimes, yeah. There you go.
This microphone's going backwards and forwards. But sometimes it's a bit strange. Sometimes you have an audition, you think it's gone really badly, and they seem to be the ones we get, which is what I can't work out. When I have a really good audition, I think, I nailed that. I don't hear back from it. So it's, from now on, if I have a bad audition, I'm going to think I've got the part. I think
it's the way forward, yeah.
Right, and so next question, again, I'm going to ask everybody the same question. What was the strangest thing you had to do whilst making Doctor Who? And we'll start with Lauren again. We've got time to think. Okay, so everybody think, what was the strangest thing you had to do whilst you were making Doctor Who?
Probably the strangest thing I had to, well, there were 2 things that, one of them was pretty cool and pretty kick-ass, and the other one was just weird, which was, I had to get thrown over the shoulder of a scarecrow. And that was pretty weird in terms of weird things. And And the other thing was I had to shoot Headmaster, and that was pretty cool. So I was like, oh yeah, teachers, be careful. So yeah, I guess those are the two weirdest things I did during Doctor Who.
Thomas,
Yes.
what do you do for a living?
I'm a teacher. Yeah, but when it comes to head teachers, I might join you on shooting one or two of them that I've had in the past. Right, what about Lauren? Anything strange?
I'm Lauren. This is
Sorry, Sinead, sorry.
It's okay. That's cool.
I do it at school all the time. Get kids' names.
Don't worry about it. I get people's names wrong all the time. So yeah, were you going to move on to Sinead?
Wait,
Or?
have you done? You said you had two. Sorry, that's suddenly remembered.
Yeah, no, the first one was getting thrown over a scarecrow's shoulder,
Oh,
and the second one was shooting the
Oh,
headmaster.
shooting headmaster. Sorry.
You will end up shot at this rate.
Yes, very, very probably.
I don't really have any weird ones because I just did a lot of running around really. But I did feel quite uncomfortable trying to like shoot powers out of my hands and stuff. So I did feel quite awkward just having to imagine like. And obviously, it felt like you were doing the worst acting ever in the world when you were trying to shoot some blasts and shooting the metal kind across the room. But yeah, there was not really any weird ones. No.
Right, I think I'm going to pass the microphone down to the end.
I've not got any weird stories. I can't say.
Really? Really?
There was a time when I was trying to. We got given spaghetti for lunch. That was probably the most awkward one. We had grills in our mouths. And Matt Smith walked past and just basically laughed in my face. That's about it. I don't know if you've got anything to add to that. I think putting on Stephen Burkoff's fingers was a weird one. Obviously, Stephen Burkoff was all just sat there, like, my fingers are falling off when you put those on for me. It's like a bit strange, you know, trying to put these, I don't know what they were, prosthetic fingers onto his hands. Quite strange, but other than that, no, nothing else I can think of.
I set on fire with the explosion.
Oh yeah, I did get set on fire with an explosive, yeah, that's quite strange.
Other than that, that's it.
Pass it back that way.
Right, and before I run out of questions, let's go down to the other podcasters.
Well, mainly it's going back to what you were saying about having a grill on your face. How long did that take to put on? For those of you not watching, it's back now.
How long did it take to put on? It took a couple of hours. Literally took a few hours. Obviously, the stuff they use, it's just stank like alcohol. So it's quite strong, wasn't it? But obviously we just braved through it, hardcore and everything. So, but yeah, it took roughly about an hour and a half, 2 hours to put on in the end. So yeah, obviously with the makeup and everything.
This is working really well.
Should we just move down there? Should we? Yeah.
Hello, right. Pretty generic question for everyone. What made you want to get into acting?
That's in the mic back now.
It's in the mic. It's the original Whooverville.
I guess it started off as a hobby. A friend asked if I wanted to do stage school for fun, so we did. And then a year or so later, I ended up joining the agency and got a few auditions and got a couple of parts. And when I actually was on set filming for the first time, that's when I decided it was something that I really enjoyed. So yeah, I guess that's kind of how I got into it by accident, fell into it, I guess, and caught the bug.
Mine was kind of the same. I'd always because I got brought onto the agency when I was about 5, so I obviously didn't know wanted to be an actress at the time. I used to kind of sing and dance a lot, and then my friend asked me if I wanted to go for a weekly kind of stage school thing where you learn performance and perform at the end of the week. And my agent went to it, and then at the end she asked if I wanted to attend an audition, and that's for Silent Witness. And then I got the part, and then I kind of just went on from there, really. Yeah.
Yeah, probably for both of us.
Yeah, you might as well answer this.
we started out when we was a bit younger as a midway theatre, like a youth theatre, and pretty much got into it from that.
Our teacher
recommended it to us. We was always getting into trouble. I don't know why, being twins and stuff. But they recommended, we were quite good at drama at school and things like that. They recommended we go to a youth theatre, which we did. From then we literally just loved it, fell in love with acting from there. Went on to go through college. And luckily managed to get an agent once we left college through the Michigan Theatre. Obviously some really good actors have come through there, people like Gemma Arlston, Neil Maskell, Dominic. There's some really good actors come through. It's a really good course to go and work through, wasn't it? But yeah, we were quite lucky, sort of did that and managed to get some work really. Pass it back. Back that way.
Someone got a question?
I've got more.
Have you got more? You've got.
I don't.
Okay, I wanted to ask now. Have you ever thought of having merchandising your own range of balloons?
That's certainly something I haven't considered before. Yeah, do you know what? That's a good idea. We should do that and just trade them or sign them and sell them and stuff. That'd be great. Like ones that just last forever. Eternal balloons. Eternal red balloons. We should do that.
Definitely.
Yes. Available in any colour as long as it's.
As long as it's red, of course. Yeah, copyright that. I copyright that.
And then I don't think I'd be a real Doctor Who fan if I didn't ask Sinead, what was it like working with Elizabeth Sladen?
She was an amazing woman, and I think you must have heard that by anyone who's met her, because she is so inspirational, and that's who she is really. She just constantly tries to, like, I don't know, just that word, determination, and she was just unbelievable, yeah.
And then, how about outside of the actual connections to Doctor Who that you've all had? Do you have anything that you particularly like about Doctor Who? Other things that you've seen? I mean, I don't know whether anyone here has watched any other episodes or anything, but is there anything outside of your own episodes that you particularly liked?
Or do you just watch yourself on telly?
Constantly.
Do you know what? The one episode I really can't watch properly is my own episode. Every other episode of Doctor Who I will watch. I'm a massive Doctor Who fan. So being on the show was crazy. I love it. I love meeting these awesome people. And being a part of it is just crazy for me. But yeah, I love Doctor Who. There's quite a lot about it that I really, really enjoy. So yeah.
Your episode was good. If you haven't seen it, it was good. Yes. Anybody else?
I've got a quick question for everyone.
Oh, okay.
There you go.
Actors always like being asked this. What are you up to at the moment? Should we start at the other end just for a bit of a
Mix things up a bit.
Why not? Go for it.
Stop music.
No, nothing. The last one we done was Jamaica In, which is back in April. Wasn't it?
You didn't mumble enough.
I'm probably mumbling now, to be honest. To be fair, the script was cut out. Other than that, we might be doing a film next Wednesday. I got a call yesterday, but I can't say too much about it. Apparently it's just a silent film. Yeah. So, more script cut out. They just don't like our voices, so I don't think it's what it is. I can't blame them, yeah, other than that, not up to too much at the minute. Just auditioning for things and just trying to move forward, basically.
There's a film coming out on next Sunday, the 7th of September, and it's kind of a British, it's performing at the British Urban Film Festival, and it's quite violent, and it's all about kind of gang violence and war and killing people. But I've had a few auditions. I mean, it's been quiet for the last 2 years because I've had to do my GCSEs. So I kind of came out the agency for a couple of years, and then I've literally just gone back in, and I've had about 5 or 6 auditions in the last couple of weeks, which is promising.
Good luck with those.
Yeah, I mean, I've been pretty much the same. I've just done 3 years of GCSE/AS, and I'm going into my final year. But I'm still trying to keep my options open. Like, I've been off the agency for a bit, but I've I've got a couple of auditions coming up, and I'm also got a good project where I started my own YouTube channel, so I'm trying to get established on there. I hopefully just entertain people. And my friend and I are doing a little web series called the Whovian Review, which is where we review every episode of Doctor Who for the next series. And hopefully that should just be some fun. So we're doing that at the moment.
And do people just Google or go into YouTube and put Whovian Review and will that find you?
Yeah, that should do. It's all listed, it's all tagged. And we have a Facebook page as well, and we post everything on there because we really, really like interaction with other Who fans. So we ask for their opinions and reviews for them to send it to us, and then we read some out every episode. So yeah, so it's cool. Really get a feel of the Who community.
I can see somebody in the audience has a question.
Excuse me. Hi, I'm Daffy from the Flashing Blade video show, which reviews Doctor Who stuff.
Yeah.
I just want to ask Lawrence, have you read the book, Human Nature?
I just saw a copy of it about 5 minutes before I came in, and I haven't had a chance to buy it yet, but I fully intend to. I have known about it. It's a Sylvester McCoy one as well. I do know my stuff with that. and yeah, I really want to. I've wanted to since I knew about it.
It was voted the best one of the whole range.
Yeah, it was, and it was written by Paul Cannell, who.
Never heard of him.
He directed the episode actually, so that was even weirder because the guy who wrote the book directed the episode.
Cornell directed the episode.
Paul, Cannell directed the episode.
He wrote.
Yeah, or maybe he wrote the script. Sorry, it might have been that.
No,
Right.
he was
I could tell him
around.
that though.
Probably giving orders.
He was around. He probably did direct it, to be fair. Like, there are just people telling you what to do.
Do it like this.
Thank you. I've got cookies down here.
Okay, I want to send a question down again based on what you're up to lately. Another way of putting that would be, what have I seen you in lately? But if I can ask the guys again, what might I have heard you in lately?
You want that one? Nah, you go for it. Probably. Well, Jamaica was the last one we've done.
Yeah, but obviously that was.
I've had the sort of Transport for London adverts and things like that.
Yeah, bits
which
and
are
pieces.
basically on posters, that sort of thing. Yeah. Other than that, not a lot to be honest. It's a bit boring, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a bit flat at the moment. Yeah.
But there you go. Yeah. Anything else?
Yeah.
Anyone? Yeah.
Right, we asked earlier if you'd watched Doctor Who outside the stories you've been in. Do any of you have a favourite Doctor? And to make it a bit harder, not the Doctor you appeared with.
Does anyone else want to take this? I will answer, but
I quite like David Tennant as a Doctor. He's a really good. You was going to say that, weren't you? So sorry. Yeah, I just think he's a really good actor. I've got quite a lot of admiration for him anyway, just as an actor. So I'll definitely go with David Tennant.
I'd say the same. Yeah.
You would do, being a twin. Yeah, David Tennant for me as well. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was going to say David Tennant or Matt. I did enjoy Matt Smith, but obviously I was very sad to see David Tennant go, and I did take a while for me to get used to Matt Smith, but then when I did, I think I love them equally, really. I can't really say past Doctors, because I haven't really got a massive... I don't have the biggest knowledge on classic Doctors, but yeah.
geez, if I'm going to mix it up a bit. So David Tennant is, but I acted with him, so if it can't be him, Sylvester McCoy. I'll go with Sylvester McCoy. And one of my favourite classics series episodes was Remembrance of the Daleks. I mean, that may have had more to do with the fact that Ace whacked a Dalek around the head with a baseball bat, but, you know, it was a good episode overall. I really loved it, and I do love that in general, so I'll just go with that.
How about... Oh, yeah.
basically, the interaction with the fans when there isn't a stage in the way. How have they been with you? How have fans come across as human? Or most of us are fairly okay. Socially-ish.
Small doses.
In small doses, yes, but we're all fairly concentrated. We're in one building here, so, have we come across as okay, or have we just scared the bejesus out of you all? And you've made the crossover to becoming sort of fan and reviewer as well, so you'll be dealing with a lot more of us.
Yeah. No, actually, I'm not easily scared by fans.
That's what to do.
No, actually, it's not been so bad. I generally, it's really nice that people pay attention. Like, there's so much detail is put into something like Doctor Who, like so much. Like even in last night's episode, you had quips from last night's episode, what we called last week's episode. You had quips from, Chris Eccleston's Doctor, or something that Capaldi did that was a bit like Tom Baker's Doctor, or the thing about the long scarf. Like, there is so much detail put in. It's really, really nice, I think, that people pay attention to it and pick up on it, and it's something that I really think makes the show more real and more engaging, I guess. So it's really nice to see the continuity. It's really nice to see the fans that love it and pick up on it as well. So yeah, you're well said.
Mine, yeah, I am kind of the same. It is lovely to meet and talk to the fans, and I haven't met anyone that has actually physically scared me. No.
Yeah, I think they're all a bit crazy, to be honest. But I think it's got to be that, isn't it? It's Doctor Who, so I'm all for it, to be honest. I think they've all been great.
Yeah, I think the fans of the show are amazing, to be fair. I mean, they follow Doctor Who like I follow Chelsea Football Club. They may get a few boos. But yeah, they've all been great, to be fair. They still get letters sent through now, and yeah, everyone's sort of really nice. They talk to each other. I've never had anyone sort of be nasty, or everyone's been sort of really supportive. So yeah, they're great, to be fair.
Just while the mic's at that end, can I just while the mic's at that end, oh no, it's not. Can I just ask, if memory serves, you two have got action figures. Is that right?
I've no idea. I've been told we have, but I've not seen them.
You've not seen them. The question was, have you seen them?
Yeah.
I've seen them.
Yeah, little sort of secret
Really?
ones, I'm sure they're out there.
I want one now.
I was going to ask, have you seen them and what did you think? But the quest is on.
I'm going to have to find one.
Yeah,
I'll go on a mission today and I will find one. eBay, yeah. Google.
Well, there might be a dealer's horse one.
Yeah, I'll have a little look today, yes.
Well, in that case, I'm going to ask everybody the same question, but actually, if there were an action figure of you, what would you do with it and where would you keep it? And I'm going to pass it down to the end because they've obviously had a little bit of time to think about that thing.
Yeah.
But at the moment, it's probably still on a shelf in Toys R Us, to be honest.
What would you do with it?
I'd probably put it in a drawer because I couldn't stomach to look at myself for too long. Yeah.
You're in full makeup, so it's not you.
Yeah, that's an improvement. This is worse. There you go.
Yeah, I'll probably just keep it, look after it. I don't know. What would I do with it? I don't know. It's a bit of an odd question for me. I'll probably keep it and hope it becomes a collector's item at some point. I doubt it will, but hopefully one day, you never know. Fingers crossed.
I don't really know. I don't really know what my friends would take of that if they came around and saw that I had a small figure of myself on my shelf. I think I'd have to either probably hide it. I'd probably hide it and have that kind of secret kind of memory of how I'd have a small figure of myself. That's quite strange. Yeah.
I guess I'm the same. I wouldn't really know what to do with it, and I'd probably end up doing something really random, like taking pictures of a tiny version of me, like sitting next to an orange, and then tweet it. I don't know. Probably something just that makes people laugh, because I try to do that. But no, I wouldn't really know what to do with it. Like, yeah, I'd probably just put it away, or just, I have like a box of Doctor Who stuff, so I'd probably just put it in there. Who wants the mic?
That's a question. A part of Doctor Who fandom is cosplaying. So have you ever seen anybody cosplay your character, and what did you think?
I have seen a picture once of someone cosplaying my character for some gathering. I wasn't there, I didn't actually see them. I was quite impressed and surprised, but they were a girl as well, so I guess, and this was like a few years ago, so I guess it was like, it was a part that they could play, a part they could cosplay, because it was, they were a girl as well, and it worked, I guess. I don't really see a lot of cosplays of my character. There is a scarecrow going around today, so I had a picture with him, and he was cool, and it was a very, very accurate cosplay, which I find really impressive about it. So yeah.
I haven't seen any, but I was looking on the internet the other day because I was trying to find out more about COD and this Whooverville, and I came across they're selling my uniform from Sarah Jane. They're selling it on the internet, and I think they've already sold it, and it went for about like something ridiculous, like £160, which is that's quite weird for me. Like someone bought my uniform for over £100, but yeah, someone might cosplay with that. I don't know.
I've not seen anyone.
It's difficult to cosplay.
Yeah, it really is. I know someone spend 3 hours in cosmetics, and I can't really see it, to be honest. But I'm all for it. Crack on. I'd love to see it. Yeah.
Much the same, to be fair. Yeah,
Much the same.
No.
Just going back to the prosthetics and the makeup, can I ask how long it took, and if it took a long, I imagine it took a fair amount of time. What did you do whilst they were doing it? Because I assume you can't talk. No, you could talk up to a point until they got to your mouth area. It's basically just latex and it's glued on, but I just spent my time reading newspapers, Facebook, Twitter, the usual, really.
Drinking tea through a straw.
If you had an itch, it was just stuff, basically. There wasn't a lot you could do, yeah.
Yeah, no, it was quite awkward. Little things like trying to eat and things like that, it was just ridiculous. Trying to eat with that on, because like, the grill at the front came out, but it was such a tiny hole, and you're trying to eat food, and it was just, no, it was a joke. Drinking tea through a straw was ridiculous. But yeah, as you said, we spent a lot of time sort of just reading papers, reading magazines, and just sort of trying to pass the day, really. That's all we could do, wasn't it, really?
Has any of you had any, apart from Doctor Who, any costumes that were either really wonderful and you wish you could have taken home, maybe you did, or anything that was just really uncomfortable and you couldn't wait just to get rid of it at the end of the part? I'll get a lot of shaking heads.
Yes. When I was younger, I did the Shell Seekers, and for the scenes I was in, it was set on a beach, and it was filmed in October in Cornwall, and I had to wear like a 1940-ish child's swimming costume, and that didn't go down too well in general. So yeah, I was a bit chilly, so I was pretty pleased to get out of that when I could.
Anybody else? No? Okay, right, well, I think that's everything. I'd like to thank everybody for answering those questions without knowing what on earth we were going to ask. It's been an absolute pleasure. I hope you've enjoyed it and not found it too strange. And we will move. I don't know what everyone's doing next. Are you all doing signings and autographs so that everyone can go off and get your autograph? Right, okay, so you don't have to hang around here. Go and get their autograph now that you know a little bit more about them and what wonderful people they are. So thank you to our guest, please.
You have been listening to the Tin Dog Podcast. Doctor Who and its associated shows are all trademark of the BBC. No infringement is intended. Contact us at tin-dog@hotmail.co.uk.